So your visa is about to expire and you do not have any fiction or you do not have received any residence permit in Germany and you're worried about the processes, then you're at the right place, because that's what I recently faced. And I can just quickly tell you about what happens with my process and the other stuff, because my visa actually expired on 14th of September and I do not have anything for next 7 days, and I was living actually, I would say, without visa, but still with a valid document. I can tell you how you can do the same. And yes, so basically, let's start. So I applied for the residence permit appointment on 16th of July and my visa was expiring on actually 14th of September. And I didn't receive any email from the visa office, but the thing is that when you apply for the appointment, then you will receive one document, and be careful to download that PDF just after applying for the waiting list appointment on the visa website. I can just quickly show you. So this is how the document looks like, and it tells that this document is valid with a passport and visa for next 6 months. But it clearly also mentions that you cannot travel within the Schengen area with this visa. That means that you can only stay in Germany with this document and your passport and visa for next 6 months if you book the appointment. But you need to have this PDF downloaded just after booking the appointment, because if you do not have this document, then you cannot re-download it, because they won't send this document on email. So I know few of my friends' cases in which they forgot to download this PDF and they have nothing to show up to the authorities. So be very careful. Download this document just after applying for the visa appointment. And then in my case, what happened actually, I didn't receive any residence permit and my visa expired on 14th of September. So I was just thinking, okay, I can just live on this document for some days. But even though after 7 days of my expiration of the visa, I didn't receive anything. So I thought, let's apply for at least fiction maybe I can get. And then I went to the office and there again I learned something new, that if you're a student, then you have to go to the number 19C. There when you go in the Rupertstrasse, you can find different numbers, 19A, 19B and 19C. So be careful. If you're a student, directly go to 19C, because I was there at 6 a.m. because I was not able to book an emergency appointment even for the fiction, because for getting the fiction also you have to book an appointment. And for next 2 months there was no appointment and my visa is already expired. So I went there directly in the morning. You can do the same. You can go in the morning maybe at 5:30 or something, because I have been there at 6 a.m. in the morning and there were 25 or 30 people in front of me even at the 6 a.m. in the morning. So be very quick, go there in the morning and just don't forget that you have to go to the 19C, not on the 19A or B, because I have been waiting there on 19A for maybe 2 hours and then they said that you cannot get your emergency appointment at this place. So we went to the 19C and they said we cannot do anything for now without appointment, but they gave us one number, one template, and they just on which the phone number was mentioned and the email address was also mentioned, and they asked us to call on the same number, or maybe you email, and they will, if they think that it's your case is emergency, then they will give an appointment. I said, man, I have no visa, my visa is expired, what emergency other stuff can be? So this is the emergency case, you should give me a visa. So I just tried calling to the number they mentioned, and luckily I got connected. And believe me, you will also get connected, because I have seen many of the other colleagues who were also trying at the same time. I was trying to contact them and they were also able to connect the number. But again, they were not giving any of the emergency appointment if your visa is not expired or about to expire in 7 days. In these 2 cases only, they were just giving an appointment. Otherwise, they were just saying, okay, just come later, because that's not an emergency for right now. So I got an emergency appointment, and I have been there on 20th of September, and I called them and they just gave me an appointment for the 23rd of September, because 21st and 22nd was Saturday and Sunday, and on Saturday, Sunday, the Germany is dead. There's nothing happening. It's totally curfew. So they just gave me an appointment on 23rd in the morning, and I've been there for my fiction. So I can quickly now tell you the process in the Rupertstrasse 19C, how it started, at which place you have to go, and what things you can do to get it fast, because getting fiction may take you 30 minutes, but you can do it fast, maybe in 15 minutes if you know everything else. So the first thing that you must have your appointment booked, and you must have your passport ready with yourself. And if it's an emergency case, like if you're flying, then you can show the ticket also, your ticket also, or if you are working, then you can show the employee letter that I am working in this company, and they may expel us if we don't have visa permit or something. This is just an excuse you can give, but they didn't ask me any document. They just asked me to bring these documents while I talked to them on the call on 20th of September. But while I have been in the office, they didn't ask me any single document. They just asked me to my passport, and I said my visa is expired, and they just gave me another document in which it was mentioned to go on the second floor. Yeah, I forgot to mention on which floor you have to go. So you have to go on the first floor in 19C and in Rupertstrasse, as I already mentioned, and you have to wait there on area 15. And then they will call you and they will just ask you for the passport, and then they will send you to the second floor in the waiting area 27. I will also just show you the document, how it looks like or what it's mentioned, and then you have to go on the second floor, and there you can find waiting area 27. And don't forget one thing, because I've seen many people just directly go there and just was sitting there for half an hour and 1 hour, and they didn't know that they have to get one waiting ticket on second floor itself. So when you go to the second floor, there you have to go to one machine where you have to print another waiting ticket, and then you will get your waiting number on the second floor in the waiting area 27 for getting your fiction. So which looks like something like this after you get the fiction. So yes, get that waiting number from on the second floor, and then again they will call you inside the office, and you will get your fiction just after this process, and you can stay or you can go to the Schengen country, or you can go to any other country during the time period mentioned in this fiction, which is 6 months in general. And I also asked that I already applied for the residence permit on 16th of July, and it's been 2 months and I haven't received yet. So when will I receive it? So they said you still have to wait. So then I again asked that, can you please suggest me what's the right time to apply for the residence permit if the student's visa is about to expire? So they said it should be 2 months. I said, bro, you can have a look. I've applied now 16th of July and it's 14th of September was my expiring date, but still I didn't receive. So they said, oh, I know, we are facing a lot of trouble with the digital things and the other stuff. We are lagging with the colleagues and we have a lot of pressure right now. So I said, okay, no problem. I can't do anything. So they said, yeah, standard time of applying for residence permit before your visa is about to expire is 2 months. But my suggestion would be, seeing the scenario what's going on right in Munich, it's you should at least apply 5 months at least before your visa is about to expire. And then you may get the appointment on time, and you may get your visa also on time, because in the document also they mentioned that the processing time may take 10 to 12 weeks. So 3 months is their suggestion. So it's better to apply at least 5 to 6 months in advance. 5 months at least I would say, but 6 months is okay to get your residence permit on time. And yeah, that's it. I wanted to tell you guys, because today actually I got my fiction, and I just wanted to clear it out, all the doubts which I faced. And I will, if you guys need it, I can just make another video on getting the residence permit. Once I'll get my residence permit, then I can show you the detailed process of my residence permit also. So for now, I do not have residence permit, but my visa is also expired, but I have a fiction for next 6 months. I wish in the meantime I will get an appointment, and things should be sorted out, and I will keep you updated, guys. If you guys have any question or anything that which document I need to take with myself, or if you have any particular case or scenario you want to ask, you can just let me know in comments. I will just try to answer every one of them. And yeah, if you like the video, subscribe it, and bye bye. Have a good day. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your time in Germany.